Hi, this is Mrs. Rodriguez with another lesson video. Today we're looking at how to create a scale drawing given the scale factor. So let's take a look at our first example. Our first example says that here we have the picture of the flag of Colombia. Okay, we're going to use the scale factor of 3 to create a scale drawing of the picture. All right, so scale factor of 3. The first thing I need to do is get the measurements of my flag. So I'm going to go ahead and make it bigger, get a closer look, and we have 5 boxes going across the bottom, and we have 3 boxes going down the side. Okay. Now for the yellow, it's 1.5 high. For the blue, it's 1. And for the red, it's 0.5. Okay, I know it's kind of hard to read with this table. I did the best I could to make it work. So we're going to use those numbers for the flag, for the colors of the flag. Now, if we have a scale factor of 3, that means all the sides of our flag have been multiplied by 3. So when we create our new flag, we need to keep that in mind. So that means the width of our new flag, if the width was 5 times 3 is going to give us 15. So that means it's going to be 15 across. So let's go ahead and draw a line that's 15 boxes across. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay? Now, the height was 3. Well, if the scale factor is 3, that means the height's going to be 3 times 3, which equals 9. So our new height for our new flag is 9. So I'm going to go ahead and draw 9 boxes, or draw a line 9 boxes tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Then I'm going to go ahead and close out our rectangle. Oops, my line wasn't working there. Okay, so our old flag was 5 by 3, and now it's 15 by 9. Okay, but we still have to do the colors on the inside and make sure they're proportional as well. Remember, we don't want any distortion or any of the shapes getting messed up. So if the yellow in the original flag was 1.5, to find the new color or the new size for yellow, it would be 1.5 times 3. So I'm going to do that over here. 1.5 times 3, and that gives us 4.5. So that means the height of the yellow part is going to be 4.5 boxes long. So here we go. Sorry about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a half would be about here. Okay, and that's going to be the yellow. For the blue, if it was 1, then the blue would now be 1 times 3, which equals 3. So I'm going to look at my boxes. I have a half already, plus 2 more, plus another half. So my line's going to be about here. Okay? And for the red, if it was 0.5 or a half, then that means it would be 0.5 times 3, and 0.5 times 3 is 1.5, which if you look at our new flag, the line is already there and it's at the 1.5 mark. So now we have our new Colombian flag. Here's the yellow, here's the blue, and here's the red. Okay? Now, I want you to notice that the scale factor was a whole number, okay? And when we multiplied by 3, a whole number, that turned our original flag from being small to 3 times bigger, okay? So our new flag is 3 times bigger than the original. What would happen if we multiplied by a fraction? Well, if multiplying by a whole number made our flag bigger, then multiplying by a fraction should make the flag smaller. Because now essentially, in this case, we have the scale factor of a half. Instead of getting bigger, that means we're making it half the size. Okay, so that's something good to remember. If the scale factor is a whole number, your image is getting bigger. It's being enlarged. But if the scale factor is a fraction, then that means that your image is being reduced and it's getting smaller. There's reduction. So let's try this example where the scale factor is a fraction. So we have 1/2. Once again, we have to count out our sides. Now, from here to here, it's 20 boxes, okay? The height this time is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. The height of our yellow part is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.5. The blue is 3.5. And the red is 3. Okay. Now we're ready to make our new flag. So if the original flag was 20 and we're making it half the size, then you can either just jump to 20 divided by 2, which is 10, or if that's confusing for you, you can do 20, right, times 1/2, because remember, the scale factor is the number you multiply all the sides by. So if the scale factor is a half, just multiply it by 20. Put a 1 under the 20 to make it a fraction, and then we're just multiplying across. You get 20 over 2. 20 divided by 2 is 10. You still get the 10. Okay, 13 divided by 2, or 13 times a half, or 0.5, ends up being 6.5. Now, 6.5 divided by 2, or times a half, equals 3.25. 3.5 times a half is 1.75. And 3 divided by 2, or 3 times a half, is 1.5. Now we're ready to make our flag. So here we go. The width of our flag is now 10 instead of 20. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw out a line that's 10 long. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, our height went from 13 to now 6.5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5, about there. Now I'm going to go ahead and close out the rectangle. Oops. Let's try that again. Okay, and draw my line down. Okay, so there's our new size of the flag. It's being reduced by half. So if the yellow is now 3 1/4, well, we have a half there, and 3 1/4 is half of that. So it's going to be, let's see, 2 and then a half. So it's going to be a little line right about there. Okay. The next one is 1.75. So that's going to be, oops. This line needs to be down here. 1.75. So that's going to be there. Oops. And let me go ahead and straighten that line out. Looks a little off center. Okay, and then the red is 1.5, which you can see we end up with on the graph. So now I'm ready to color it in, and we have our new flag. Okay. There we go. So that's how you use scale factors to make a scale drawing. Remember, it's important to keep in mind you have to multiply every side by that scale factor so there's no distortion and everything stays proportional. Second, if it's a whole number as your scale factor, then remember that's going to make your image bigger. If it's a fraction that as the scale factor, then the fraction's going to make your scale drawing smaller. And as always, if you need any help or have additional questions, feel free to make an appointment with me for office hours. Hope you have a great day. Bye.